Now, Toronto is optimistic to be part of Phase 2 in Ontario. Here in my home city of Toronto, our mayor says he's optimistic that Toronto will be, hopefully, a part of the Phase 2 opening sometime this week, maybe Friday. Ontario has announced that Ontario can begin and has begun Phase 2, but only in certain parts, certain regions. And the GTHA, or the Greater Toronto Hamilton area, I should say, is yet to be one of those areas. Now, Ontario does have a 3-phase system in place, and what Phase 2 means for Ontarians looks like this. When it comes to, let's say, public and social gatherings was limited to 5. Now it is expanded to 10. When it comes to places of worship are now allowed to reopen, but there are certain rules and guidelines. Only 30% capacity for once. For starters, there will be guidelines given from the province for not just those entering the facilities, but for those running the facilities as well. And we have to make sure that proper distance, social distancing, and all the rules should always be followed at all times. Now, when we talk about, let's say, retail, food, and personal services, let's say you want to get a haircut. I know I need a haircut soon. Those are open now. Hair services, hair salons, beauty salons, parlors, diet centers, things that we need for personal services are allowed to open, but they have to make sure that they follow proper protocol. What does that protocol mean? It means those who are working need to always wear a face mask and whatever other personal protective equipment or PPE is needed based on the services that you're providing. If for some reason they are not able to open up a place where they cannot follow all the guidelines, of course, they will, at the minimum, all patrons should wear a face mask. But as much as possible, do your best to follow all the guidelines, because there will be inspectors checking and making sure that the rules are being followed. Now, when we talk about other businesses that aren't open, now you have places like steam rooms or saunas and bathhouses. Those things have to remain closed. And if you are going to have these personal services provided, the government does say, if possible, do it by appointment, just so that we avoid crowding at the front, we avoid people gathering when they shouldn't be, and of course, we open the economy, but we open it safely. Now, with all of this hot weather, everyone is sweating, the AC is running at home, the AC is running in the car, maybe you just want to get out, but you don't want to go to the park, there's too many people, and it's so hot. Well, shopping malls are allowed to open as well, but of course, there are rules. Now, some of the rules that are being given to shopping malls are food services and restaurants with mall entrances. They can open if there is, if they're only allowing takeout or delivery. Entertainment, like the theaters or other like water parks, if those malls have it, they are not allowed to open. And of course, extra security needs to be there. They want to make sure all the doors have temperature checks, and they want to make sure that even hours are open so that cleaning services are allowed, so that everything is clean for everyday use. So hopefully, with some of these guidelines that I just mentioned and with other guidelines, Ontario will be opening slowly, gradually, safely, but Ontario is on its way to opening fully, and doing our best to make sure that we are responsible in doing so.